I beg of you, please sit down, take a breath, and take a moment to plan out your entire survey before you just write it and send it out. I think there are a lot of rushed survey efforts because people are like, oh my gosh, we want this information and we want it right now. And I totally get that. And also, by being in that rush, not taking time to plan mindset, you're gonna make really stupid mistakes on your survey that are gonna make the experience bad for the people taking it, and that are gonna make it so that when you get data back, it's not actually good, meaningful, useful data. This is not a run quickly and break things startup situation vibe. This is a slow down, be intentional. What is it measure twice, cut once situation. So I saw this survey on LinkedIn that a colleague of mine posted. They're starting a new initiative and they have some questions for their prospective clients. So first lesson when you sit down and think through your survey is, who do I want to get this information from? You actually want to reflect on that and make a decision. Because when you just post a survey on LinkedIn and anyone can take it, that means people who are not your ideal client, people who you don't want to sell things to or you don't want to work with, have the opportunity to also answer your survey. That's fine if you include questions so that you can filter out the people whose opinion you do and don't care about. This person did not do that. So anyone, I could have actually taken this survey and my input wouldn't have made sense for them because I'm not their ideal client. Don't make decisions based on my input if I'm not the type of person you would work with. So step one, you got to think about that. Just putting a link on the internet opens you up to the entire internet's opinions, which is fine. If you want to collect the entire internet's opinions, okay. But maybe put in some questions to prioritize which people it is important for you to listen to and which people it's not. Then we have this issue of there are too many questions. And some of the questions are asking the exact same thing. And I have to think, if you were to actually plan out your survey, this wouldn't happen. So we have this first question up here that says, who writes the grants and for whom? And then we have a second question that says, who writes the grants in your organization? Spoiler alert, this person just asked the same question twice. Who writes the grants is the first 4 words in both of those questions. One of these is a waste of time. I would probably keep the second one because it's shorter. This doubling up repeats throughout the survey. They ask, how long have you been writing grants versus how long has your company been writing grants? I feel pretty confident saying you don't need both of these pieces of information, and because you're asking me, you probably just want to ask how long I've been writing grants, not force me to hazard a guess about my company because I may or may not know that. This continues on, and it's a problem because 1, it's making the survey way longer than it needs to be. Look, y'all, people don't want to give you all the time in the world. Get to the point, keep it short and sweet. But also, from a data quality standpoint, when you have 2 different questions that are both asking basically the same thing, how do you share that data? How do you interpret it if the responses are different from one question to another? I feel if people just sat down and took the time to make a plan. That's what I teach people. What are your goals? What do you want to accomplish with this survey? And then go through and write questions that map to each of those goals. You're not going to have issues like this, and you're going to get better data. So stop going rogue. It's not only that oh, it's embarrassing because this is bad. Whatever. Everyone makes mistakes. But you're getting information back that is hurtful to your company, to your decisions, because it's not good data. And that you should care about.